I think there's a bunch of different gaps. I think the primary gap in the ecosystem here is the lack of leadership and role models. I think that's a very big, important gap. What happens in the valley is when you actually come out of school and you just join teams, there is enough role models and mentors who actually are around you, who teach you what it is to be a great product manager. The best practices are out there. There's enough hand holding that happens in the formative years of your career where you learn what the right thing to do is. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough people who actually, in terms of quantity in the Indian ecosystem, to be able to do that. And I think it's going to get better. It'll take a generation of two of startups and companies to get there. But today, I would say that's a real gap. In fact, I think programs like these can actually help fill that gap in the absence of actually having enough real people who have actually done great product management work. So I think that's something to think about. The second gap that I've noticed is just the ability to really focus on data and analyze data and think about the consumer at every step along the way. I've seen a lot of product management in India is very intuitive. So people actually kind of gut feel their way out and actually build stuff. Unfortunately, that's usually not the right way to actually build stuff. Gut feel and instincts really do matter, but you have to actually make sure they're validated with real data and with real, conversations with consumers and users. I think that's missing in the ecosystem. We don't have really good data practices. We don't have enough data infrastructure that we can actually use to actually make the kind of calls that we need to make. So I would say if there's two things that I would want to actually make sure change in the ecosystem, one would be actually to make sure there is a really strong network of great role models, coaches, programs that actually can help product management become better. And the second is actually improve the data infrastructure of the country.